Good morning, welcome to Vik and Wern Sports Chat. Hey, what a wonderful day. 22nd of January already. Time is ticking on and moving faster, and all the sports world is going crazy. Going to get into a lot of things this morning. So let's start with our topics again this morning. As usual, no Premier League, that should be Champions League, NFL, NBA, NHL, tennis, Eurobasket, mixed sports. A lot of things to get into this morning, don't worry. But as you can see at the bottom, there's a lot of information running at the bottom of the screen. We're going to be live twice today. Obviously, this one's our third one, but we have live cricket and we're going to have live basketball this evening. So please join us. But listen here, the last 24 hours in sport has been interesting. And, some people are delusional or whatever you want to call it. And I'm not talking about some people from AFTV. I'm talking about this man here, El Grande Marcus Rashford. He came out a few weeks ago with an interview. I think it's time for me to leave. I've got so many options, blah, 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 blah. No one wants you, Marcus. You're overpaid, overhyped, and you underperform. You got to be the jackass, obviously. I mean, look, what a waste of talent. What a waste of talent. Yes, he's done a hell of a lot of good things for the community, but you don't get paid for doing stuff for the community. Your job is to play for Manchester United. And I guarantee he's going nowhere. He's going nowhere because no one wants to pay your wages. And it's a good thing. Football is starting to get normal again. All these crazy transfers and wages and stuff like that. But for every Marcus Rashford, there is a Simon Jordan. Now, a lot of people won't know who Simon Jordan is. Simon Jordan, he used to own Crystal Palace. He's an entrepreneur. He made a lot of millions, I think, with electronics and telephones and stuff like that in the 90s. He bought Crystal Palace, his Hearts club. He now works for Talk Sports, and I listen to him a lot. He came out yesterday and he just destroyed the media, and that's why you're going to get not one, not two, but three. This man is a 3-star, kind of like my 3-star general. He came out last night and said, he's hard on the players, and he just said that Rashford's a waste of time. Been walking around sulking for 3 years. You earn £350,000 a week, and you sulk and you don't perform. So Simon Jordan, you said it 100%. If anybody wants to go check out, just type Simon Jordan Talk Sports interview, and then you'll get to the interview with him. It's very good. You need to watch that. I just thought I got to mention that. He kind of rips into the players, and I find that very, very good. Then we had some Champions League games last night. Some really, really interesting Champions League games last night. Go through them. AS Monaco beat Aston Villa 1-0. So Aston Villa is not in the top 8 at the moment. It is not looking good for them. Because only the top 8 qualify directly, and then all the teams from 9 to 24 have to play an extra round. Atalanta Bergamo beats Sturm Graz 5-0. I see this. Ritter, you in there? What's wrong with you Austrians lately, man? You can't ski. You definitely can't ski. And now you can't play football either. Yes, it's Maria. Atletico Madrid beat Leverkusen 2-1. That was a tight and very feisty game. 2 red cards in there. Leverkusen were leading 1-0, but hey, Atletico came back. Most probably because Coach Simeone whipped their ass. Then the game of the round, Benfica against Barcelona. Benfica lose 5-4 at home. Benfica were up 3-1 after like 30 minutes. So what a comeback from Barcelona. Hansi Flick and the boys in Barcelona, they needed it. Bologna beat Dortmund. 2-1. The pressure on Nuri Sahin, the coach of Dortmund, is massive. Our old friend there, Erik Ten Hag, Meneer Ten Hag, he looks to be lined up as the new boss of Dortmund. That's a team that Rashford is looking to go to. I don't think that's going to happen now if old Erik Ten Hag is there. Club Brugge against Juventus, 0-0. Good result for Club Brugge. Italian football stuttering a little bit lately. Liverpool beat Lille 2-1. Another goal from Mo Salah. Red Star Belgrade lost 2-3 to Eindhoven. It was 3-0 at one stage. Belgrade did come back, make it interesting, but it wasn't enough. And VfB Stuttgart won away from home in Slavan Bratislava, 3-1. So those were the games of yesterday. There are another 9 games coming up tonight. We'll start with these 4. We have Leipzig against Sporting. Interesting. Leipzig hasn't won a game, so Leipzig is just playing for pride. Shakhtar Donetsk against Brest. Brest doing really well in the league here, and with a win tonight, they could move into the top 8. AC Milan against Girona, 2 teams that are struggling. And then Arsenal against Dinamo Zagreb should be an easy win for Arsenal, unless the balls are not the right shape or not the right, Arteta has problems with the balls, maybe because he doesn't have any. And then the other 5 games that'll be on, some big games there. Celtic against Young Boys. Don't think that the Young Boys, they're going to look really old in Glasgow tonight, I think. Feyenoord against Bayern München, that should be a feisty one. The Dutch and the Germans, they don't really like each other a lot. I was going to say something, but I'm not. I want to stay away from that. Paris Saint-Germain against Man City, that was probably the tie of the round. And both of them definitely need a win. Man City could, if they lose this game, they could be out of the Champions League. That would be quite, but I don't think so. I think they go into Paris tonight and they destroy Paris Saint-Germain. Real Madrid against Salzburg, another team that needs a win badly is Real Madrid. Wouldn't I just love it if Salzburg won tonight? Come on, my Austrian friends, where are you, man? Come on. And then Sparta Prague against Inter. Inter not doing badly at all. One of the few teams, Italian teams, doing really well. Okay, Atalanta is also doing well. So, yeah. So that'll be the Champions League games for tonight. We'll get into that tomorrow morning. Then, like we did mention on the channel, this afternoon we're going to do our first ever live cricket watch-along. I saw Surena mention something about looking forward to the cricket today. We'll be online. Thank you, Surena. So we'll have one view at least. That's fantastic. We're going to do a little bit of that. I found a channel, an Indian channel that we can watch it on. So we're going to watch it on Indian channel. I don't know, bloody hell, it's going to be interesting. And then, we'll get onto there as well. The Eurobasket is on tonight, starting with the Partizan Belgrade against Paris game, live on this channel, don't worry. And then all the other games are Thursday and Friday, and on Friday we'll do Olympiacos against Fenerbahce. But got to do it like that, put it out there you go. That's going to be live on the channel as well tonight, so please join me and Vern for that one. That'll be great. Then we get into as usual, our US sports block, a little bit of NBA and NHL. We'll get to the NFL at the end of the week, don't worry, NFL fans, don't worry. So here we go. NBA, I'm going to put that up there. The NBA was interesting yesterday, and I've got a lot to say about the NBA. All right, so the New York Knicks beat the Brooklyn Nets, so that's like the New York Derby, whatever you want to call it, and the Knicks came out on top, 99-95. Karl Anthony Towns, 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And for the losing New York Nets, D'Angelo Russell, who got traded from the Lakers to the Nets, 23 points, 10 rebounds. The Blazers beat the Heat. Jesus, my Heat. I don't know what's going on. 116-107. The rookie Ware, best player once again by the Heat. I think the Heat just needs to first solve the Jimmy Butler situation. But the good thing is trade deadline in the NBA is the 6th of February, so that's going to be an interesting. I'll do something special on that day, don't worry. The Magic also a little bit in a slump at the moment. They lost 93-109 to the Toronto Raptors. So shout out to all the Canadians out there. Then, this is embarrassing. 109-144, the Philadelphia 76ers lose to the Denver Nuggets. Tyrese Maxey, 28 points and 10 assists for the 76ers. Nikola Jokic, going to be our star man, he'll be coming up soon. 27 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists by the Joker. The Joker is making a joke out of the league. And hey, last but not least, the Lakers get a win. The Lakers beat the Wizards. Not so difficult to beat the Wizards. 111-88. Anthony Davis, 29 points and 16 rebounds. Yeah, look, but I'm not finished with the NBA quite yet, because I'm going to rip somebody now. I'm going to rip some players. But first I'm going to go to the positive part. And hey, listen here. We'll do it like this. We got to talk about this man, Nikola Jokic. Nikola, we love you too, don't worry. So we'll put a heart in there for you. You are our star man of the day in the NBA. Another triple-double. I mean, this guy, I love him. I love his interviews. I love his persona. Just gets on with basketball. He's not hyped. He doesn't need all this bling bling and stuff like that, just does a fantastic job. And the next two jackasses that I'm going to mention, they could really take a book out of a leaf out of Nicola's book here. But first I've got to ask you guys, do you know this movie, New Jack City? I was like at the beginning of the 90s with what's the boy's name? Wesley Snipes, and Ice-T was in there, Mario Van Peebles, stuff like that, people like that. And in this movie, they had a gang called the Cash Money Brothers. Good movie, you got to watch it. Really got to watch it. It's a good movie from the 90s. The Cash Money Brothers. It was all about them, all about dollars and stuff like that. But I found two new Cash Money Brothers. You will not believe. Cash Money Brother number one, Joel Embiid. Let me tell you about old Mr. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, he earns per season $51 million. Jesus. And he doesn't play a lot. He doesn't play a lot for the 76ers. He likes to just take days off and be injured all the time. He's averaged 383 minutes, not games, minutes this season. Hi, Cheslin. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, he's played 383 minutes. That averages, gives him, per minute that he plays in the NBA, he earns $113,000. Fuck, you can't make this shit up. But hey, he has a brother, and his brother's called Paul George. And he's also a Cash Money brother. They both play for the 76ers. The 76ers must be the dumbest fucking franchise in NBA history. They pay these two together. One gets 49, the other one gets... They pay these boys together $100 million. The one has paid a little bit more than the other. Paul George has paid... Wow, he's paid 800 minutes. Not games, minutes this season. That says he earns $55,000 every minute. I was punching this into the calculator. I was working it out. I think, no, it's wrong. I did this math 3 times. I thought it can't be possible. And then people talk about big CEOs of companies with 100,000 people earning 10 or 20 million. These boys make them look like jokers, man. Make them look like fools. These two are definitely too goddamn. You couldn't even call them jackasses. They are playing the system. Paul George has put out more podcasts this year than he's played minutes. The Cash Money Brothers, welcome to the NBA. You guys, Jesus, you want me to play basketball again? God, oh God, eh. The Cash Money Brothers. Love them. But let's move on from the Cash Money Brothers. Kieran, good morning, Kieran. Morning. Fantastic. So many people in there this morning. Then we move on to the NHL. Few games out there, as I always do. I'll tell you the whole names. Not everybody knows the NHL so well. So it's the Tampa Bay Lightning lost 2-3 to the Montreal Canadiens. The Ottawa Senators got thrashed 5-0 by the New York Rangers. The Detroit Red Wings lost 2-1 to the Philadelphia Flyers. The San Jose Sharks lost 5-7 to the Nashville Predators. I know for many people, yes, Nashville has ice. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Dallas Stars 2-1. Yes, they have ice in Dallas too. The Washington Capitals beat the Edmonton Oilers 3-2. The Sabres from Buffalo beat the Vancouver Canucks 3-2. And the Florida Panthers beat the Anaheim Mighty Ducks 5-2. Yes, in California, in Los Angeles, and in Miami, they do have ice. It's unbelievable, but it's true. So a lot of ice going on. What was that guy? Sanka from the bobsled team there. Ice, yeah. So that was our NFL. That's our US roundup. Don't forget, we do have the URC coming up this weekend. That's going to be fantastic. We're going to have 2 live games. Obviously, we're going to have the Lions and the Bulls for all our South African friends out there. And the Stormers and the Sharks will also be on our program. So watch all the information. That's why you got to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, and you get all that information. Then we move on to tennis. Here we go, man. Here we go. I'm just going to put that full screen for a second. Look, Sabalenka's going to play Bardoza in the semi-final, and Madison Keys will play Iga Swiatek. Swiatek destroyed Navarro 6-1, 6-2. Madison Keys, good win for her after losing the first set to Svitolina 6-3. She came back 6-3, 6-4. So yeah, looking good there. I'm looking forward to those games. I'm hoping for a Madison Keys against Sabalenka final. I'm not a big fan of Swiatek, but yeah. And I support Sabalenka just because Wern supports Sabalenka. Then on the men's side, hey, listen, on the men's side, well done to the Joker, Novak Djokovic. If he wins this tournament, I think, if he wins the Australian Open, I don't want to hear anything about Roger Federer. I don't want to hear anything about Nadal. It's done. I know I'm Swiss, but it's done. It's over. If Djokovic wins this, there's no more discussion. He's the greatest tennis player in history. I think he's already the greatest tennis player. I don't even want anybody to discuss it anymore. He's done. He did a fantastic job yesterday. He beat world number one. Carlos Alcaraz. He's not the number one. He beat him 4-6, 6-4, 6-3, 6-4. What a great game by him. Then Alexander Zverev, the German, the man with three names, Alexander, Alex, or Sasha, you can choose. 7-6, 7-6, 6-2, 6-1. He beat Paul from the US. So it's Djokovic against Zverev. That should be epic. And then today, Yannick Sinner will take on Alex Demure, and Ben Sheldon will take on Sonogo. Hey, could we have two Italians play against each other in the semi-finals? Buongiorno tutti. It would be fantastic, huh? We'll have a plate of spaghetti if you boys get to the semi-finals together. So yeah, that is the tennis. Then I'm just kidding. I'm just always kidding. So I want to ask you guys, what is this? What is this? This is just a little joke. What is that? That is a taco truck, right? Some people know where I'm going with this. Okay, so what is a taco truck? Well, first I've got to put it out. There. That's a taco truck, right? Okay. So where am I going with this? What is a taco truck? And what is Formula E and taco truck got together? If you put them together, what do you get? If you get a taco truck and a Formula E, what do you put together? What are you going to get together? Yes, you're going to get our old friend Paco Perez, Chico, Chihuahua, Bang Bang. Looks like he's going to the Formula E. His daddy is trying to get him into a Formula E team. How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. I'm not leaving Red Bull. I've got to drive for next year. Now you can't even get into the Formula E. Oh, yeah, man. Chico, stick to your taco truck, man. Go drive a taco truck and sell some tacos. Because you wouldn't even be a good taxi driver in New York. Like I always said, I know taxi drivers in New York that are faster than you, man. I know taxi drivers in New York that are faster than old Taco Perez. So after having a little bit of fun and everything this morning, that's our show. Join us at 2:15 this afternoon for that live cricket. Serena, we're looking forward to it. Maybe our old friend there for Pakistan, AKD, can join us too. I saw Ranesh was in the thing this morning, and Prita and all the Dutas and whatever. Join us this morning. This afternoon. It'll be evening for you guys. So have a meal and then join us for the cricket. You guys enjoy your day, and we'll see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.